Very sad news. There isn't going to be an Apple event in October. But in other news, the Mac Mini seems to be back on track. Yay! High five! Hey guys, welcome back. I am Danny, your friendly tech amigo. And I did a video a while back that was probably like around May. And in that video, I was talking about how I thought the Mac Mini was completely scrapped because of the new Mac Studio that just came out. I was like, all right, this replaced it. This is more high-end, right? And then I was like, no, you know what? I don't think it just trashed it completely. This is like a really high-end for like pro users. It's pretty close to a pro machine, right? And then I was like, all right, cool. And then July came around, and then the MacBook M2 Air dropped, and I was like, yeah. All my hopes and dreams were shattered. Kind of like Young Thug now sitting in jail. That's a hip hop. Let's keep going. But now Mark G-Man, that's Mark Gurman from Bloomberg, he is stating that we will get more M2 products out in October, but this will not be in an event. It'll basically just be a press release. I'm fine, cool. But there are things that I'm like, really? They're gonna do a press release on a Mac Mini that will be a redesign? Something's fishy here. So then I did some more research. And then MacBook Air M2. Okay, cool, big deal. If it doesn't have huge upgrades other than the MagSafe compatible charger, I don't know, maybe a million LED for the 12 point whatever inch, the high end one, or a 14 inch iPad Pro. Okay, cool, it's just a little bigger, whatever. But if they decide to do a press release on a redesign of a Mac Mini, I don't know. That kind of gets me thinking that we won't have a Mac Mini redesign coming up in October. But in case we do, rendered by Ian and John Prosser, in case we do have that, these were some of the things that were already rumored to have. And let's just go through them real quick. For one, the size will probably be the same, maybe a little thinner. The current Mac Mini is about 1.5 inches thick, but where the current Mac Mini lacks is on the ports. Now, everything that I've bought lately, like this mouse, this keyboard, and even this light that's right behind me to give me a better glow, all those items have USB-C. Currently on the Mac Mini, we only have 2 USB-C Thunderbolt 4. Rumor is we'll get 2 more additions onto that on the new redesigned Mac Mini, which will give us a total of 4 USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports. Awesome, impressive, we need that. And then we will have the 2 USB-A's, the Ethernet, the HDMI, and then if you want to count the power cord, whatever. Will not have an SD card slot. Yeah. So I guess only the pros are using SD cards. Does that make me a pro? Now let's get into the internals, because this is where it gets a little interesting. And I did like a deep dive, researched a little bit. So stay to the end of the video to just hear me out, please. Besides, this is free content for you. I made this for you. You like free things, right? You did hit the subscribe button, right? All right, thanks. And a thumbs up. All right, thanks. Now we all know that the M2 currently has 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU when you buy the 512 gigabyte storage option with the MacBook Air. Now, will the M2 Mac Mini have the same? Probably, starting out baseline. But there are rumors by Mr. Mark G-Man that the new Mac Mini will come in with an M2 Pro chip. Okay, so hear me out. So currently the M1 Pro is starting at a 10-core CPU and a 16-core GPU for the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Will this have that? Or will it be like the M1 Max that is in the baseline of the Mac Studio, which is coming in at a 10-core CPU and a 24-core GPU? Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be that high. I think that'll keep it around the 16, 20-ish GPU cores. And another thing that I'm thinking that the inside will be a little different now is that I don't think it'll have a fan. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. MacBook Air, no fan. iPad Pro, no fan. iPad Air, no fan. So why would they put a fan in this bad boy? Maybe no fan, and that's why it's gonna be that slim. Maybe. Now, this is all just me gathering information and being like, oh, maybe they'll do this, based on that, based on everything that is already in Apple. As far as things I want to see in this new Mac Mini is obviously keep the price as low as possible. An SD card slot probably won't happen. You know what would be the coolest thing? If they made like a glass body and then on the top have a MagSafe charger so you can just put your iPhone on there and have it charged while you're working. Let me know what you guys think we will have in the October event. What are you guys most looking forward to? The new iPad Pros with the M2s, or a Mac Mini redesign with the M2 chip or the M2 Pro? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, hit the like button, share this video with your friends. Helps me out with the channel. I am Danny, your friendly tech amigo. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.